Hello, guys.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody.
back.
Episode 23.
Hope you missed us. We didn't miss you because we were literally filming the last episode 2 seconds ago.
Stop breaking the
Behind the
illusion.
scenes magic is a myth, guys. It's all fake.
We're here today. If you better.
If
I told you
listened
last week,
then
you
lock
will
in.
know.
Be ready.
Avatar 1 and 2.
Two of the greatest films ever made.
That is an insane statement.
We have rewatched them. We have Avatar Fire and Ash coming out in a matter of days
Yeah.
when this releases, which is crazy.
This is possibly the most daunting duology watch ever.
To be fair, yeah, I feel like
It's like a
Avatar
shift.
has been my life for the last week.
Yeah, why?
I feel like you really enter the world again when you rewatch
It's
these.
just also because it's so long and you get trapped.
2 films, 6 hours.
Yeah, I
Six.
started this. I got home from work at 4. And I was like, right, now my evening is taken up. 2 hours and 45 minutes for the first one.
Second one, 3 hours and 12. New one's 3 hours and 20.
3 hours and 20. We're not rewatching this next year.
Next year. God, there's not another one next
It's
year.
not next year.
Jesus. 2029.
Oh, yeah, it's ages. It's not that long.
3 years between this. Well, the first one was 13 years. Crazy. But yeah, we've rewatched Avatar 1 and 2. I'll start. I love Avatar. I'm a big fan. I'd seen the first one when I was really young, like around the time it came out when I was really young. And then second one was coming out. I was like, got to rewatch the first. Saw it in IMAX 3D. It was great. Loved it. Loved the story. Loved the world. Characters. Loved them mostly. Jake Sully kind of sucks, but he's an interesting protagonist sometimes. And then saw the second one. First time I saw the second one, didn't think that much of it. Really don't know why. I just didn't think it was that good. Saw it again, loved it. I've seen it like 8 times now.
So we have a pretty similar history with this franchise.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But
The first one I've watched more and I like more. I think because I like the second one so much, it makes me like the first one more. And I think vice versa, especially on this rewatch. I think I really appreciated the first one on this rewatch.
I think so. I watched the first one when it first came out. Just probably don't even think I computed it, to be honest.
No.
And then I've rewatched. I don't even know. Like, I've rewatched the first one so many times for some reason. Like, so many times. That was a bit of a childhood film for me growing up. I would always watch Avatar, which is
Peak.
weird. And then I watched the second one, didn't like it. Rewatched it again in IMAX, didn't like it. Now I hadn't seen it until now. And
That was what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
You last watched it.
Yeah, and now I quite like it. I think it's all right. I think it's good.
You gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. You gave them the same score.
Yeah, I think, okay, fine. You know what, they're
Okay, I just spoiled your rating as well.
yeah. I think, okay, should we just do back-to-back? Avatar 1 rating out of 10?
No, we'll do Avatar 1 and we'll talk about it.
Okay,
Avatar
sure.
2. Unless you want to just do it all together. Let's do it all together.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our scores for Avatar 1. Oh, but then for TikTok, like, we can't really... Fuck it. Here's our scores for Avatar, the first one, Avatar 1, 2009, out of 10. 3, 2, 1, 8.5.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Similar-ish.
I'm sort of teetering between an 8 and an 8.5.
Yeah, I literally just went 8.5 just now. I was like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Avatar The Way of Water. This is really weird doing this like this.
Yeah.
Avatar The Way of Water, out of 10. 3, 2, 1.
7.5.
10 out of 10.
Crazy.
10 out of 10. First one on the pod. Hopefully one more next year, brand new day. Oh my god, and June, oh my god. Can't wait for Doomsday to be a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, what?
Quickly, Doomsday, prediction for your score. What do you think you're going to give it? On
No,
the
we're not
episode?
doing...
No, just quickly.
7 out of 10, I don't know. It's just so hard to answer. Back to Avatar. Right. Here's my thoughts. I've got a lot to just word vomit right now that I need to get out.
Yeah.
I really liked the first one. I rewatched the first one and I liked it way more than I remember.
Mm.
I love the whole sort of connection, how everything is connected in the world.
So good.
I think it's so good, and how Awa is like this god that is like a physical embodiment of the entire world.
So good.
And I love that when in Natiri, I love that when she kills that little thing that's attacking Jake in the first one, she's like, and he's like, thank you. She's like, don't thank me. This is sad. Like, this is really sad.
Yeah.
then in the second one, I feel like there's quite a lot of death that happens that isn't made a big deal out of. And I think that's really sad that
Harsh
it loses
disagree.
that. No, I think there's
When?
right, so they take him out hunting into the reef and he shoots that fish, the kids. If he's grown up in this environment where everything is precious when they die.
No, there's a line in one of these films about how Awa gives and some things need to die for food. Like that animal that she killed for Jake was not an eat. It was not a
But
fish.
even when they kill things for food, they pray for it. And they say, thank
Okay,
you for
fair
giving
enough,
me your
fair
energy.
enough,
And he
fair
kills
enough.
that thing
Yeah, no,
mercilessly.
you're right. Mercilessly. I mean,
Mercilessly.
shoots a fish with an arrow. I mean, it's not.
But in this world, that's a big deal to them.
No, yeah, no, fair.
Also, this one is a little bit more sort of...
Which one?
This next example I'm going to make is a little bit more... Maybe a little bit more convoluted. I don't know. So you know when he's swimming away and he's trying to escape that thing that's trying to kill him when they go to the reef? And then the giant...
In which one?
Second one. He's swimming away...
Loak, when he gets stranded and the thing attacks him and then Pike can't save him.
And then he kills the thing. And again, they just don't really care and it's kind of like whatever. That one he killed for survival though. Or he didn't kill it.
He didn't kill it. Pike can't killed it.
Yeah.
He came in and just... Yeah, but the animals kill each other.
But it's like they get sad when things die. And this, I feel like the second one lost that a little bit.
No, but they're also very much about like just the natural order of things. Like,
yeah, I agree. But I think... I don't know, there was this real gravity to death in the first one, regardless of what species. And I do think the second one has that, but...
Not human.
Not human
That
death.
was fine.
That is fine.
Valid.
But there's this real gravity to death. And when anything dies in the first one, you're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that thing has just died. Like, that's so sad. And then the second one, they kind of, I feel like, slip up with it a little bit and it doesn't have this weight to it as much.
I disagree. I think there's very much a point made that they very much respect the natural order. It's like the way of water thing. They say the sea gives and the sea takes. Like the sea gives, food in fish and, but then it might have a whale attack you and kill you. Like it gives and it takes, and it's all about balance. Like it's not like not every animal, like, realistically, Jake was attacked by those animals just because they are part of the planet, but doesn't mean they're necessarily good. But they are still sad when it dies. I do get what you mean, but I think there's very much a point of this kind of balance of everything. Very kind of Star Wars thought, like that scene in Last Jedi when Rey's like, I feel the balance. So but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I mean it's just a bit of a gripe, and like I do think this world, Pandora, it's incredible.
It's watching this, I really had this thought of people love to talk about world building in films. And I remember watching Black Panther, the first one, people were like, the world building of like Wakanda was like so good and like you really felt like the place. And I didn't necessarily agree with that. I actually don't think the world building in Black Panther is that good. I feel like Wakanda is actually like a livable place because there's that one scene in the street and I was just like, this doesn't compute. Or like, in there's a lot of world building like Star Wars and stuff, but the level to which they establish this world and this story from a completely original idea is unlike anything ever been done, in my opinion.
I do agree, but I just think the second one slips up a little bit in it, and I think it.
In that one aspect, but it also introduces a whole nother side we didn't see.
Also, why are they all speaking English?
Because at the start, Jake said, it sounds like English to me. It's a movie, bro.
I know.
What do you want it to be? A Navi?
No, I agree.
That's
but like,
a nitpick.
It is a nitpick. It is a bit of a
nitpick.
nitpick. But sometimes I'm like, there's these little things that sort of bother me about it. I think what I love about the first one is this religion they have. It's not, I don't even really know what to call it. Like, I guess it is a religion, but it's also like, it is a physical thing that is real. And I feel like the second one, apart from with Kiri, doesn't sort of explore that much and doesn't maybe build on it as much as it did in the first.
I feel like they don't talk about Awa as much in the second one.
No, and Awa,
apart from with Kiri, yeah.
And Kiri's like this what I guess she's like this direct link to like A-word, sort of like that's what they're building up, I guess. But
Well, she's going to be the Sahik of the Metkaya. Metkaina, the water people.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Although I have a theory.
Well, you know what I think? I think when I was watching this, and when you told me that Jake Sully doesn't feel like a good character as much, or he doesn't feel like a good person.
In the second one.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not a good person. I think he's very American soldier dad, and his kids call him sir, and like he's not really a very supportive father. Like he is, but like in his own way, which is just not a way that I personally like. But I do think he is less like that at the end. Like I think the fact that he kind of accepts Spider as kind of one of his own at the end, and he has that moment with Loak where he says, "I see you." Like he's, because he initially, after when Nateum dies, he's like, "You've done enough," and I was just like, "Man, chill, man."
Yeah, I mean,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, he kind of feels like if a dad was to marry into a family that was religious, marry a religious woman, and he would say like, "Yeah, I'm religious. Yeah, I'll convert to your religion," and then he does it, and he kind of like is like, "Well, you know, like I sort of believe it, but I don't really." Like I feel like
I don't agree with that.
He doesn't. What I love, right? I think Natiri is maybe
amazing.
She is the standout of the second one, and she's barely in it. She's really sidelined, and that upsets me until the third act when she really is a standout moment. Because she is a mum, and she has that raw like maternal instinct, and she like when their son dies, she is like crying in pain, and Zoe Saldana is
great,
amazing.
Everyone
amazing.
in these is good. Like
no, but Zoe Saldana is a standout. And then, and Jake doesn't have this like connection with Awa that Natiri does. I don't think. And everything.
Sorry.
That was sort of the end of my point. Yeah, like everything Natiri does is in, sort of in that because of Awa, and like she thinks about how it will affect the balance and everything. And Jake doesn't really feel like that as much.
Yeah, but I think like at the start when he's like, we need to leave because Quaritch is coming after us and we will lead him here if we stay here. Like he is right. And she's like, my father said protect, and she's think about it more like spiritually and stuff, but like he is right there.
Yeah,
But he also, you know what I love? I love this. This is such a good moment that doesn't need to be in the movie, but it's so good when he has that moment with Kiri where she's by the water. Yeah. He's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "No." And it's like, and she's like, "I can feel Awa." Like, and she's like, "I don't understand. Like, why?" And he's like, and she's like, "You think I'm crazy?" He's like, "I don't think you're crazy." And he's like, "Man, I get emotional talking about." He's like, "What does her heartbeat sound like?" He's here for it. Yeah. And he doesn't make it, and she's like mighty, and I'm just like, yeah, fucking bet it is, because he's not being like. And then even when Norm and the other guy, like, she's had a seizure, he's like, really? Like, I don't think. He was like, are you sure, like, that she definitely can't? Because when they're like, she can't connect to the spirit tree.
And no, he's like never. He's like, she can never do that.
Yeah, you can tell. I feel like you can tell he's kind of like I feel like we're dealing with more than you can or me can understand. And I think, you know what it is? I think his whole arc in the first movie is about going from like a meathead to like a Na'vi.
Yeah.
And I think, and I hope that kind of halted a bit in the second one, kind of. And I hope that carries on in the third. Because I don't think he's as much. I don't think, you know what it is? I don't think from start of film 2 and the end of film 2, he really like develops that much.
Yeah, and
whereas film 1, I mean, he is a different person. I mean,
well, I think almost the second one is a little bit of a regression of his character. Almost like in the first one, he becomes this sort of this tribalman who is leading this clan, and like, and then I guess he does go out of his environment from where he is the sort of the tribe leader to then this other one where he's not. But he sort of then becomes like military man again for a bit of this. And he's using guns.
He's very much military man at the end.
Yeah, and like I think the second one maybe loses that charm a little bit of. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but the first one, the second one feels very much like a big Hollywood blockbuster. And I know they both are.
No, that's not true. It's the opposite way round.
No, it's not the opposite way around. No, it's not.
The second one is better than the first one in nearly every way.
No way.
Yes.
No.
It expands the world. It introduces new characters that I don't know about you, but like the kids are the main focus of this, especially Loak, and I'm very happy with that. Loak's a great character.
Yeah.
Visually, I find the water, like obviously it came out later, like it looks better. It looks nuts, by the way. Both of them look nuts. Like the fact, like Avatar 1 for 2009 is, Avatar 1 for now is good.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 looks crazy. Like, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking Avatar 1 looks like what like the best PS5 game would look like now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I mean, look, I
just prefer the second one, but I do.
I think the first one was special and it captured something like quite like, I don't know, like maybe it is a bit basic, maybe it's like, but it's so genuine and it feels, and some of the moments in that first one, like you feel genuinely like you've been shot, like you're like, oh my, like when they fly in and they destroy the tree and
yeah, that is,
and you're
that
sitting
is
there,
the music
yeah,
is so good,
and you're just sitting there and you're like, oh my, like,
yeah.
oh my god, these people have lost everything. And I feel like maybe the second one loses that gravity a little bit.
I think the first one of my criticisms of the first one is I think in the first Avatar, I really liked the second half. I think everything after Home Tree is destroyed is great. I think the first half is fine. I think it starts off well, and then I think it gets a bit boring. The thing of Jake learning with Neytiri goes on for so long and gets so repetitive, but I do think it really allows a lot of time, probably too much, but it is still a lot of time to really get into this world and really get a feeling of it and learn all these things. And I think maybe what you're seeing is in the second one, because that's already established, like they don't explicitly reference it or address it or teach you about it as much because it's established.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
like in the first one, they need to show that like you don't just kill aimlessly on this planet, right?
Yeah.
But they don't need to do that. Like we know that now, and I get your criticism that they don't adhere to it. I think they do, but I'm just I'm trying to understand how.
No, I mean
What do you? Okay, here's one thing I think is definitely better than the second one. Quaritch is way better. He's barely a villain in the first one.
I think I sort of like in the first one that he is just like, this is my mission and I'm doing it. I'm not thinking about the lives that I'm like taking away. I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm just doing my mission to get paid and then go home.
Yeah.
And I like that in a villain. I think that's fine. There's a little part of me, and I think this did fade as I watched the film, and this was only my feeling initially. When he is in the body of a Na'vi, I'm like, there's a part of me that thinks he would hate being in this body. These people are his enemy. They're the people that stood in his way in the first one.
You get that sense in the first scene. He's like eating this. He's like, oh, this is kind of shit. Like
one line, like it's not much.
When he gives the speech, he's like, for the sins in our past lives, we've been brought back in the bodies of our enemy.
Yeah, but he says it a lot, but you don't feel it. Like, I feel like
I felt it, and I think he's just like, I think you see a lot of aspects of his character that he actually enjoys aspects of this. Like when he tames the Ikron.
Yeah, the flying things.
Like he obviously really enjoys that.
Yeah, no, I also think like it's great that they do that, and I would love this sort of this build up of him then learning to appreciate.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, and I think that's.
I mean, I've
almost certainly where it's headed.
Yeah, I just think like I get what you said about in the first one. Like he is just he's just got like tunnel vision towards his goal, and he's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'd say he feels a bit more formidable in the first one, but I think in the second one, he's way more interesting character because not only have you got Spider, who's his son, but there's also this really interesting dynamic of like, you're not my son and you're not my dad, but like you kind of are, and I kind of care about you and I kind of hate that I care about you, from both of their sides. But there is that sort of, you know, paternal connection between them.
And I think that's great. I do think that's great.
The moment Spider saves him at the end, I think, is a great moment. I think that will be very interesting in future movies.
I also love the moment. I mean, this is, I think, the standout moment in that second film, when Neytiri grabs Spider and he's just like, I will kill him. And he's like, she's like, drop my daughter, like, let go of my daughter, or I will kill him. And I do not care that this is a sort of almost like my pseudo son. That is out the window.
But she never. There's a line at the start of like Neytiri, to him, she would always be alien. No, to her, he would always be an alien. Like that line where she's like, he should be with his own kind. But yeah, Neytiri's scary in that last act, man. That last act with her and Jake, just like, right, the kids aren't around anymore. Time to fucking kill some people. It's crazy.
And then you see like Spider hiding, and he's like, she would attack me. Yeah, she would attack me. And that's why I think Neytiri is a great character. She's so.
But don't you think it's going to be so interesting when Neytiri finds out that he saved Quaritch?
I think it'll be just the whole dynamic of that will be interesting.
That will be really. I wonder if it'll.
Do you think him and Kiri will end up together? Kiri, will end up together. I mean, that's sort of what they're saying.
I think James Cameron's currently saying like, oh, maybe we won't do 4 if 3 doesn't do well. 1, it will do well. 2, they're already filming it. It's going to happen. But apparently, it's going to be a big time jump. I think Avatar. When we look back in X amount of years, I think we will look back, and I think these 2 films, Way of Water and Fire and Ash, are going to be very much like a 2-piece, you know. Like you had the first one,
because they were time jump though. You mean 2 and 3? Sorry,
2 and 3, yeah, because they were shot at the same time. Like the guy that plays Spider was in Scream 7, like Scream 6 a year after this, and he's like, he's way out. This was shot in 2017, so that was the third one, or like 2017 to 2020, and I think it will be. I think a lot of the major character developments, I don't think Spider and Kiri are going to have like a romance in the next movie, but I think if you skip 8 years and all of a sudden they're both older, I think we'll see arcs like that later. But I do think it would be weird if we don't in this film get that payoff of like, you know, Spider saved because Jake is going to assume Quaritch is dead.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because unless
there'll be no hesitation of him being like, well, he saved me, so like Quaritch will say to Jake, like, Spider saved me. Like, he won't care. Oh, but I guess he cares about Spider, doesn't he?
Neytiri could then just, and then Spider and Quaritch is such an interesting, and I really like this idea of Quaritch. So like, it's not him, but like, it is. I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
I'm also very interested to see the dynamic between Spider and Neytiri now, like in this next film, because they're going to be like, well, you did.
What I kind of think it's going to be like, the whole film's going to be them like she kind of starts to care for him, and then she finds it out, and then she's like, oh, that would be good.
I don't think she'll care for it. I mean, do you
think Jake's going to die in this one? Honestly, wouldn't surprise me.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I think that's too
early.
Yeah, you know what I do love about these films? No one is safe. Like, they will kill someone.
Yeah, they introduced one of the sons and just killed him in the first movie.
Like, and also someone major will die in this third one, almost guaranteed.
I do also think though, like, one of my criticisms of the second one, like, they spend a lot of time on Loak, so you care about him because he's going to be in future ones, and they don't spend that much time on the Tatum, and then the Tatum dies, and I'm like, I mean, I care, but like, if you killed Loak right now.
I really like Latam though. I think he was my favorite out of the 2.
Nah, Loak's the goat, bro.
Nah, because he's so. I love the.
It's not a punt, bitch.
I don't like that though. But I love that he is this older brother that's like protective, and he cares for them, and
But that's it. That's all his character.
No, but he is the stand-up sibling, and I like that. I think it's a fun dynamic.
It is a good dynamic. I think the kids are great. I think doing a big time jump and introducing the kids is a very good idea.
I like that this world follows our time. You know what I mean? Like, that if there's a big time jump between films, there will be a big time jump.
I was thinking that when I watched it. I was like, I wonder if they released this straight after, would they have done this? But I don't think they would have.
Well, James Cameron has said that he's had this mapped out, all of this mapped out for years.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but I do think you get the sense at the start, and I think introducing the kids and having that time jump. You right there, mate?
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
Go on, keep going.
so unprofessional, guys. Honestly, who's your favourite? It's me. It really.
First time Ginger's ever had an ounce of joy.
Don't call me Ginger. We're talking about Avatar 2, mate. Of course, it's going to be enjoying my voice. But it really adds to that feeling. I feel like if this took place,
the comment on TikTok.
I know.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure.
I know. Trust me, it lives rent free, man. If this took place right after Avatar 1, it would feel less like impactful. But because there's been this long break of like peace, basically, and they've had this massive family, it feels more impactful when then it's like, right, all this is happening again, you know?
Yeah.
Like Korich didn't come back straight away. Like he's been dead for like 15 years.
Yeah, that's true. And they were also like, you can imagine that they were waiting and then they started construction on this planet and they were like, okay, well, this is when we bring out these people. Like, this is when we need to protect it. And I love that shot of the city they're building on Pandora, this human city. And it's just this industrialized place. Yeah. Like, I think that is yeah.
You know what?
It's good stuff.
You know what I loved in the first one? I think Avatar... I'm going to say this. I don't know if this is right. I feel like it might not be. I feel like you're going to tell me like 20 things that will discount it. But I feel like Avatar really is one of the only movies I can remember where the humans are like the full-on antagonist. Like, they are literally massacring and committing like genocide in this. And we are fully on the side of the aliens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But there's also like
the humans are like proper villains in this.
I mean, would it be that dissimilar to real life if this happened?
No. I mean, yeah. But I mean, I think that's quite like a unique, bold. Yeah, that's the word. Like, perspective to take. But it's right. You're right. If this happened, this would be what was happening.
Yeah. I think I have come to really appreciate these films.
They're fucking great.
And they are good. And I'm very excited to return to this world.
Yeah, I do think...
December 19th.
I'm not expecting to be wowed by Fire and Ash. I think Fire and Ash is going to be very similar to the second one.
Also, I mean, the first one and the second one are pretty similar.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same.
They are pretty much the same.
And the third one looks pretty much the same. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, well, apparently these 5 people are more like... played more as villains rather than...
Oh, yeah, she's the villain.
Yeah, so like...
And I know it seems like her and Korich are going to like team up. I don't know.
So that is already different from like him going and joining a clan.
You know what I love as well?
The ways.
Yeah, because that is literally the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
I think the water stuff is great. The music, oh man, dreamy. I used to fall asleep to that. But like the...
I mean, this film is beautiful. There's the scene where, like, you know, there's the silhouette. The most famous shot in this film, probably, the silhouette where he's holding the whale. I don't know what he's called.
Yeah, Pycon.
Yeah, they're holding...
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, like all that new world building with the water. People have these connections with the whales and like... And then you do feel it when the whale dies and Renal finds it.
Oh yeah, and when they're hunting the whale as well, and you can see...
Yeah, like that is just evil.
I'm like I said, there are moments in the second one.
But when they come across... You know, in the scene in the rain when Jake, Natiri and the 2 leaders of the new tribe find the dead one, and she screams because that was her spirit. You feel that, like that is...
Oh, 100% you feel that,
and that music, that...
And I do love that, because I feel like a real issue with a lot of films today is like, something dies or someone dies and you don't... Sort of it happens and then people are like, well, we move on now.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like
everything that happens, you're like, you bear it and you carry it throughout the film. And like when their son dies, it is, and Natiri is just screaming out, and you're like, you feel that moment.
And then, like I briefly mentioned earlier, because then you get the bit where Jake and Natiri and Spider go to the ship, And yeah, and Jake and Nateri are obviously heartbroken, but also their children are not around. Like, they go on a kill. Like, Nateri kills people in some crazy ways now. Like, people are getting skewered left, right, center.
She is.
And even Jake, like they are really, like, that was a really good. I remember Chris Stuckman saying, like, in that last bit when Nateri, especially Nateri, like, she's kind of shot like a kind of like horror.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see her face. Like, she's kind of like a shadow, and she jumps out and kills people. Like, I think it's really cool. Because yeah, and you definitely feel the paternal from both of them. But I think, yeah, like you said, definitely Nateri.
I mean, yeah, she is like, I love that she is like a mother. Like, and her kids are. She will go to war for her children.
Yeah.
I think that's so good. And obviously Jake would as well, but it's not. It doesn't feel as primal as
No, it doesn't.
Nateri.
You know what I would like to happen.
What would you like to happen?
Natayam's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Avatar tradition, female leader, Sahik, like spiritual healing.
Oh yeah.
Male leader, warrior, like.
Yeah.
But I think the way it's going, well, I mean, Kiri is obviously the obvious candidate for Sahik because, like, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this film very much makes a point with Loak when he says to Natayam, like, yeah, I'm not you, like, I'm not like the good little soldier, like, and he has this connection with Pai Khan, and he's a very much more feeling and like spiritual guy. He's more like his mum than his dad.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to see them flip it, and in the time jump, Loak maybe does become the more like spiritual leader, and maybe you could have Took become like a warrior, because she doesn't really have any character, like she's just a kid. Obviously with a time jump you could have her maybe become more of like the soldier, and I think that would be better than just if they'd skip 8 years to 3 and then in 4 like Loak and Jake are like the 2, or even in 3. I mean, I don't know what I literally do, to be honest, we don't really know anything about the third one, like what the story
We don't
is,
know
really.
anything about it, no.
So yeah, because I think the way Loak is set up is the whole point that he's not like Jake, and he is more like in tune with all this stuff.
Well, I honestly, watching this has made me want to play that video game. They've added a third person mode.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna play it. That is all I need to play that game. Oh my god, okay, I can't wait to play
They've
that
just
now.
added a third person mode, and they've
so
added like
much
an expansion to for the new film.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, okay, I might need to load that up again.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could play it together.
Yeah, stream.
Need to buy it though.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's 2-player.
Oh my god. What, online?
Yeah.
Can't, mate, buy it. It's gonna be like 15 quid realistically.
Nah, it's like 50.
50 quid.
Well, actually, maybe I could get it on a disc.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I
But
will.
yeah, I'm trying to think. What else? Avatar.
What
Just
else?
love Avatar. It's great. I wonder if every film's gonna end like the shot of the eyes.
I think so. Yeah, I
so.
think that's too much. That's already happened twice now. It can't.
Yeah, they can't just not.
The funeral scene, great. I do love like all energy is borrowed and you return
and
your
I
energy.
love when to Sarah, the daughter of the water people, like she does the Way of Water like monologue. Like that is just so like beautiful and well written, and like the sea gives, and it's like the sea is your home before your birth and after, and the way like they send the Tatum down and he gets taken in. And I do think the whole Awa thing is like the best part of this whole franchise, because I think it's so interesting, and the way Grace talks about it, like it's like a brain, but it's like the whole planet.
Yeah. It's like ego.
Yeah, but nice. And it's just so cool. Like that's such like an interesting and just a nice idea, you know. Anything else about Avatar?
No, I just really do
I
have.
feel like I could speak about these for hours because there's just a lot.
I've really
in
learned
2
to appreciate
films.
them.
Huh?
I've really learned to
I'm
appreciate
really
them.
glad. I'm very.
And I am excited. I'm excited to
no more
sit.
of this Way of Water hatred tirade.
I'm excited to sit on that big IMAX screen and get my eyes absolutely seared open for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Hours.
I think, you know what, in a cinema I can do that though. I can't do that. I can do it at home, but I struggle much more at home.
I think the problem is at home because you pause it and you go to the toilet, or you get like there's no time of day you can really watch this without going to get like a meal or something.
Yeah.
It's so long, and then in that time it's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, like you really do feel like you could start this in the middle of the day, sun out, and then by the time you finish it, it's pitch black.
That's also because there's Sunset's at about 3 o'clock right now. Yeah, but no, I watched the second one, stopped halfway through, went and had dinner, came back. It was like a 5-hour viewing experience because I had to go do that.
I remember when I rewatched the Snyder Cut, it was like that.
Oh, the Snyder Cut, so
that is a daunting. You want to talk about a daunting rewatch? That is crazy.
That is crazy. All right. Anyway,
thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We will see you for Fire and Ash, and we'll probably talk about some Christmas movies.
Oh yeah, we'll be festive.
Yeah,
we'll be festive.
Yeah.
Next,
we
week.
will. Next episode,
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we're recording this very early, so
yeah.
that feels
we're
a long
like,
time away.
yeah, wow, Christmas Eve is the next episode.
Yeah.
Well, we're like this when this comes out, we'll very officially be in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
So that's
it
fun.
really doesn't feel like it yet, to be fair.
It's still.
I think because we're going on a little holiday this week.
Going on a little holiday, that's why we're doing the double recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, thank you.
We'll
for
see
watching.
you guys on Christmas Eve.
I really
Have a
enjoy,
good.
I feel like I really enjoyed that. It was nice to talk about something, and we both just like really like it.
I agree. Hopefully we're doing that again next week for that new one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Very interesting to see where it all ranks.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Have a happy festive season.
And then we'll see you for actual Christmas.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.